What's up, guys? Trying to get this live stream going. Give me just a second here. Apologize for the delay, but it's been a while since I've done a live stream, so phone rolling there. Get everything plugged in. We should be rolling. Let me get the live feed up on my YouTube so that I can see who we got here. This is Cowboy Crunk 2.0. If you guys aren't aware, if you don't know the channel, I have a regular Cowboys Crunk channel that was shut down due to NFL issues, I guess is the easiest way to put it. So, temporarily, I will be on here until January. Did a couple videos this week that really got, I guess, stirred up the beehive, the wasp nest there in Dallas, or actually for the Dallas Cowboy fans. Yeah, we've had a rough week, as you guys know. The Washington game didn't go very well, so I'm gonna get this page rolling and see what we got. I miss a lot of you guys if you're out there. This channel, I think, has 2 subscribers. So, and now I'm having trouble with the PC. As you guys may not know, my name's Cowboy Crunk, your war daddy from Kabul, Afghanistan. Had the channel up about 5 to 6 months. I have about 2,100 followers there on YouTube. So the channel's growing really, really fast. I think I put out pretty good content, get a lot of comments, a lot of interaction on my live streams, because usually my live streams only contain about 30 to 40 people. So really, really good interaction, can reply, comment, and usually get back to most of the comments in the chat box. As of recently, though, I've had a few videos that were so crazy, there was no way I could possibly keep track with that. So let me do this here and get the live feed going. Apologize if you guys are hanging in there and commenting to the but anyways, like and subscribe to the channel, and the reason I say that is because like I said, the other channel will be back up in January, and we have a blast on the live stream. Being here in Kabul, I like to do live stream shows, so that's why I had to I had to, I guess, change over and do this other channel. So here we go. I want to sign in. Sign in. Should be loading here in just a second, and I'll have the live stream going. I miss a lot of the guys out there. Stevie Mac. I got hundreds of guys that follow me every day and always are on the live stream. So let me get to my channel. All right, here we go. 2 seconds and I'll have the chat box open. 19 subscribers. Whoa, I haven't opened this page in a few days. This is awesome. I hope you guys are on there. I hope I got one person watching right now.
This is awesome. I hope you guys
Got
are
it.
on there. I hope.
Okay, and this is the first time for me to live stream.
Right now. This is awesome.
Buddy Johnson, my boy, what's up, my man?
Okay, and
This is crazy.
Buddy Johnson, my boy, what's up, my
Let me
man?
get this volume shut down. I got my page rolling again. Jesus, this is amazing. I've got to make sure I don't get shut down. So what I want to do is I want to slide over here away from the TV, and I want to adjust my camera just a little bit. Sorry, guys. As you know, major infraction there, which sucks. I don't want to have this happen again. But if you're watching and you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. This channel will be rolling until January. Man, the other channel's been awesome. Buddy Johnson, I hope you're still there. I hope I didn't lose you. And what's the news, guys? We signed Amari Cooper. I'm really not on board with that right now, 100%. But I think this will come around. Amari Cooper is a beast, bro. Watch his highlights. I haven't even had a chance to do that, man. I'm preparing for this trip in Dubai. I will be showing the game. I will be live streaming from Dubai for the Cowboys game, which will be kind of cool because I'll be getting dressed for work. Hey Johnson, dude, I appreciate you jumping in, man. If you can, and if you keep in touch with some of the other guys, let them know I've got this channel rolling, and I I will be live streaming again. I really miss the live streaming, man. That's what I miss, the interaction, the talking. I hope the videos I put out this week were relatively good. I was extremely pissed about the Washington game. I don't think there was anybody that wasn't. I think Washington definitely thinks they snuck out of there with a, our with a win. Even though we didn't look good when it came down to it, like I said in the videos, Dak Prescott looked pretty good when he had to, and it seems like he does that. It seems like when he has his back against the wall, bro, he does outstanding. That's good. Amari Cooper should start against the. My thing is, the only thing I have with that is, I don't know how you feel, Buddy Johnson, but I wish they would have made the Dez move instead of this move, and the only reason is, we would have kept our draft pick, and then if this doesn't work out, if Dak can't get the guy the ball, or well, actually, I just had something pop into my head. Maybe this situation is a good thing, because if well, I don't, that wouldn't be a good thing. But what I'm saying is, if this doesn't work out with Dak and Dak can't get this guy the ball, then damn, what's the situation? Do we just continue to have no passing game? I mean, is that something we can get by with? I can't believe there's two people watching. This is crazy, but yeah, that's good to hear. Amari Cooper will be here next week. I know that's a long ways away. We got about 10 days till the next game. Today's the 26th. The next game's on the 5th. Jesus, man. Jeez, that's a long ways off. Amari Cooper said he likes the way Dak throws the ball. Hell yeah. If now I can't say that. I don't know how you feel about the terminology I was about to use. But what I was about to say is, if you got a new girlfriend, and hey, bro, I'm a true fan. How many jerseys you want me to pull out? But if you got a new girlfriend and she's doing things for you, you're gonna tell her, "Hey, I like the way you do. That's awesome. That you, man, that was amazing." But of course, you want to do it again. You want Dak throwing in the ball, so you're gonna put it out. Hey, I like the way Dak throws the ball. But I mean, of course you're gonna say that, but we'll see. Um, no, I'm a true diehard Cowboys fan, bro. You have no clue. If you put in the time to jump on these damn uh, YouTube and study and get all the names down, and who the kickers are, and who the guys were back in the 70s, and who the guys were back in the 80s, because if you get asked stuff like that and you can't answer it, you get put on the clown wagon. So it's not a bandwagon, it's a clown wagon. And there's some clowns out there. There's some people that watch football on Sunday, and then Monday or Thursday, whatever the case may be. And then there's some guys that really really pay attention and get down into it. Go back and watch some of my videos, DJ, and you'll see that I put out some pretty good content, man. I've called a lot of things correct. I've been wrong a few times. A couple times I thought the trigger was getting pulled on Earl Thomas, and really the only reason that didn't happen is because Seattle, you can't read what a management's going to do. Seattle changed their price at the last minute. So those are things, YouTubers, they try to guess, they try to ballpark, get a number in there, or give you numbers on statistics and who's going to win. And of course, I'm going to tell you right now, every week, if you ask me, the Cowboys going to win this week, I tell you yes. I don't care who they're playing. If you walk into a game and you say, "Oh, the Cowboys might win this week. They're going to have a tough time, but I think they lose 17-13." I understand trying to be realistic, but are willing to give up 4 first-round picks for Jimmy But. Man, I don't like Jimmy Butler, man. I'm not. I haven't been watching basketball for a while. I was a big Rockets fan back in the '80s. Uh, I played 2 years of college basketball. I played on a traveling team in Europe back in 2000 to 2000. What? When? No, 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 no. That was in Oklahoma. I played college ball 2001 and two in Oklahoma, and I played on a traveling team in Europe from '90 to '94, and then got on as a walk on because of my military experience. They didn't count my redshirt years and all those. So, but yeah, I'm not a big Jimmy Butler fan. I don't know why I don't like the dude. Just something about it sounds really weird, but uh, sometimes you get feelings from somebody you just don't like, and it's not has nothing to do with someone's ethnic background, race, or whatever the case. It's just I don't get a good feeling from the guy when I watch him play ball. He does some outstanding things, and then sometimes he just seems to have something about I can't even explain. But anyways, guys, I'm happy to have the Cowboy Crunk show back up and running. I appreciate you, Buddy Johnson. If there's any of the guys out there you keep in touch with that you know were on the channel before, please hit them up and let them know. I will do post a couple videos on my Cowboy Crunk other channel, and we'll see if we can get the live stream going. That's what I miss. I miss the guys on there. So, um, but hey, we got this next game coming up. It's going to be a Monday night game, so I will be getting ready for a meeting, actually Tuesday morning. So the Tuesday morning game in Dubai, I'll be preparing. I'll be putting my Dallas Cowboys suit on. Not that anybody wants to see it, but I'm still gonna show it to you real quick. Give me a second here. Let Mark Holmes know I don't have his number. Yeah, I got his number. I might let him know. Hey, my live stream is back up, but he Mark Holmes, uh, he'll help you out at time. He's a good guy, of course. You know, I've done quite a bit with him. So, but some of the guys uh, they don't have. I mean, sometimes I know he gets busy. He don't have time to be helping out the small guys, and he does though. He's a good guy. We'll be at the draft in November, but or not in November. I'm sorry, but here's the Cowboy suit. I got to get me a new tie because I left my damn tie in Houston. But check that out, baby. Them's is the colors, man. Got the gray pants, the blue shirt, and that's gonna be rocking in Dubai, baby. That's the Cowboys, and I got my cowboy lapel, my work lapel, and I'll be rocking my cowboy suit when I hit Dubai in the meeting there, and so we'll be represented well. Hopefully we'll catch some contracts, and this Amari Cooper thing, we'll see how it works out, guys. I hope it does. He is a 50-50 guy. As soon as they cut Dez, I said, okay, who's gonna get those 50-50 balls when you need a, 3rd and 15, a 3rd and 18, and no one's open, and you can just throw it up to Dez and hope he makes a play or gets a pass interference. How many times did Dez Bryant get us a pass interference for a first down? And truthfully, he gets no credit for that. That don't go to the stat book when you get a first down from a pass interference. So hopefully this Amari Cooper thing will work out. And hey, if it don't, uh, no, I met her prior to, bro. I met Cowgirl Crunk when I was working here. I work 3 months and get a month off, and I work 3 months, get a month off, and then I just I have my kids at home. I had went through a divorce, so I used to travel to California and see them, and I'd spend like 18 days with them, and I'd go 4 days somewhere by myself, just to kick it, just to chill, get away, because Here is like prison. And then when I went home, when I was with my kids, I was on lockdown. I didn't go out. I didn't party. I was there to see my kids, man, hang out. I took them to school every day. I even went to lunch and ate lunch with them every day. My son was in high school, and I'd show up to eat lunch with him. And sometimes he liked it. Sometimes he liked it, but he tried to tell me, he thought it was cool because I'd bring McDonald's. I'd bring McDonald's for like 4 or 5 kids, or I'd bring pizza, and every day. So, but I met her on vacation in Panama, and man, really, really fortunate, lucky person, man. So, she's outstanding, and I chose a different route because I had American girls. I'd been married to twice to, and man, it just was seemed like issues. And when I was traveling, I seemed to meet all of these amazing people traveling, and just a different culture of people and completely different. I don't think there's a an American girl out there that can hold a candle to. Maybe this sounds crazy, but really, truthfully, bro, there's some good women down there, and the Latin American countries, uh, and she respects everything about our relationship and the family. So, she's amazing. But if you got an opportunity to travel, bro, get out there, travel, and do your thing. That's how I met her, and I got lucky, and she did too. But anyways, we've got to get this thing situated with the my girl. Let's see where we at, brother Crunk, the Houston Rockets. Oh, where we at? Crunk, did you? My girlfriend is Colombian. That's the best. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I did. I had a Colombian girlfriend before, but now Cowgirl Crunk is 10 levels, 10 levels above. So, oh, there she is. She's watching. Yeah, see, she's she's always there for me, 100%. Um, So, brother Crunk, did you? Okay, that's yeah, but get out there, travel, man. If you get the opportunity and meet people, that's the way. That's the way you make your life whole. People try to settle, and that's what I want to say. I didn't settle. If I didn't like someone, I moved on. And if they were 99% or 95%, I say, hey, that's not good enough. And now, I found 100% right there. I still got some tea in there. Represent my sweetheart, but I will be home in December, so we'll be doing the live shows there in December. Cowgirl Crunk will join the channel again, and we'll get that rolling. So I love doing the shows at home. A lot better. I have a much better studio, a much better camera setup, a much better sound setup. We move everything to the living room. If you guys haven't seen, there's only 5 people on here. I'm used to talking to, especially on a Thursday night or a Sunday night, I'm used to talking about 400 or 600 or 500 people. And during the normal live streams, we usually get up to about 60 or 70. But I appreciate all you guys out there. If you're new to the channel, jump over and check out the normal Cowboy Crunk channel. If you search Cowboy Crunk, that's probably what you'll find. Bro, it's true. Love you if you're 3 miles away in relation. Yeah, hey, yeah. Actually, it's closer to 8,500 miles. Is how far it is from here to Afghanistan, from Afghanistan to home. But yeah, she keeps it straight. And like I said, we're always got the. I'm well, not a little lucky. I'm very lucky with my job. I run the airports here. I have a fuel terminal in the city of Kabul that I run, and I can do most of that by email. So I do most of it right here, sitting in my little portable studio. I do a lot of conference calls with Washington D.C. I had one yesterday, one the day before. I use my studio equipment to do the live stream with or the conference calls, and other than that, I'm sitting here checking emails. So it's a pretty laid back situation. My Skype is open 24/7, and that means with my Skype being open 24/7, uh, me and my wife basically are together 24/7. When she's asleep, I'm here. When I'm asleep, she's there. And the only time it's closed is when we go to the gym. And I haven't been to the gym really in about a year. Sorry, honey. I'll get it back, but I got to get back in the gym. Been a busy year for me. Starting up the YouTube channel was part of it, so I appreciate all the support from you guys out there on the Cowboy Crunk channel. Um, Buddy Johnson, have you ever had to deal with President Trump? Um, every damn day. No, truthfully, no, I've never dealt with President Trump. A lot of the things that happen do influence my job, where we can get fuel from, when there's certain restrictions put on certain countries, and we have to adapt what we do here because of that. Certain tax laws and tax rules, I have to change my job sometimes. Um, and then my wife getting her green card and her visa. She thought that was going to affect. She don't like Trump still. I'm trying to get her on the Trump bandwagon, but I'm down with Trump, man. I think most of the stuff he's doing is pretty solid. I think he talks like an idiot sometimes, and that's what makes him look bad. But everything seems to be going fine. The economy seems to be going good. I think he, yeah. See, she's not down with the Trump thing. So, but but hey, everything she's got her paperwork quick. I have a couple of people here that I actually helped get SIV visas. Those that process went really smooth. They have no problems getting in and out of America. They're really good people that I work with, and um, Trump is, yeah, that's basically what he is. He's a billionaire jackass, and he he makes stupid decisions. Not he doesn't make stupid decisions. I guess he says stupid things, but I don't think his mouth and his brain is connected. Things just fly. Garbage flies out of his mouth. But as long as the country's running fine and things are going good, and he's beefing our military back up, and really, I'm going to tell you, Buddy Johnson, I don't know if you're a fan of Donald Trump, or if you're good with him, or how you feel. But man, the guy is really intelligent on international affairs, and people think he's stupid and he says some stupid things. But you know, there's one simple thing everybody knows. You always, you keep your friends close and you keep your enemies closer. And people dog him out by, jumping on media and social media, or even the news or whatever, and answering questions about Putin and saying, "Oh, I don't have a problem with the guy," and blah blah blah, and doing all those things. But you got to do that. You can't jump on there and say Putin's a jackass and I'm gonna tear his ass up and I'm gonna launch nuclear missiles. I mean, you can't do those things. You got to let them know you're friendly, you're capable of doing business with anyone, and that's what business is, dude. I sit in business meetings sometimes, and I say some rough stuff to these contractors, man, that are bidding on contracts against us, against the government agencies that are putting out these contracts. I'll say things in meetings 2 years ago. I'll come back and repeat it 2 years later, and I see them writing it down, and I'm like, "What are you writing down?" They're like, "I'm taking notes on what I said. I said this shit 2 years ago, and you haven't fixed anything with these contracts. You still have companies stealing fuel. You still have companies doing this, doing that." I said, "And you're going to write it down again, and you're going to give contracts to companies that you're not checking. You don't even go do a site visit. You award contracts to companies." And yeah, bro, I'm gonna tell you that movie. What is it called? War Games, or I can't recall, but it's got the two guys in there that get the government contracts selling ammunition and weapons, AK-47s. Bro, that movie ain't no joke. That's straight up how it goes. And the fuel business is a little cleaner than that. When it's a lot cleaner than that. But it ain't no joke. They award contracts to just almost damn anybody. The thing that worries me is we're dealing with North Korea. I just want him to piss North Korea. You don't want him. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, and I'm 100% there. Um, I think we have some things in check that, you know, uh, we got a pretty good missile defense system, and I think it's probably as you all know, every time we go to war, it seems like things jump out of things jump out of these warehouses and these missile silos and these that we didn't kind of know we had. We're like, oh man, when we went into Iraq, we were told, hey man, we're gonna get our ass drugged through the sand, bro. Our people aren't used to that, and our tanks and our equipment can't. And we walked through Iraq like it was nothing, and we expected, we got no. Basically, that's really horrible to say when I say we got no resistance, uh, but because people did die and we did have troops, but relatively speaking, in a war type, vocabulary, really we had very, very to no resistance walking through Iraq. And we didn't have very much in Afghanistan either. But and I've walked all those areas. Baghdad Airport. Matter of fact, I may be going back to Baghdad Airport here in December. Uh, Man, I can't. But a lot calmer now, of course. Completely different scenario. And then I've been all over Afghanistan as well. So Afghanistan's a tricky place. Um, but no, he really handles international things well. People may think he doesn't, but man, he's so well aware of the things NATO's doing and contracts. He's business smart, man. If the American public knew how much money the American public is paying for NATO contracts and NATO is not contributing uh, at all, basically, and the reason it goes down that way is we're always the ones that take first response. We're the first responders. Uh, yeah, it things have changed. Back then, I think the level of when you're talking about Vietnam, I think the level of technology has there's a huger gap. There's a much bigger gap. Back then, it was more. Back then, really, it was more hand to hand and weapon to weapon. The weapons were much closer. The aircraft were much closer, which they had to get much closer to affect each other, and that kept the gap of technology close. And they were, there was a lot of stuff on the ground done, and the training we got now and the technology level that the troops are carrying, even the handheld items, are so much more advanced than other countries that it's spread the gap. There's a big gap in technology, and we have that, and we have technology that, as you guys know, stealth bombers and those damn things were produced back in the late 70s. They just weren't needed and weren't activated and weren't used. Um, so you can imagine the kind of technology that's out there now that's just being tested and all those things. But to me, the reason the whole thing in Vietnam didn't go as well is it was more face to face, more hand to hand, you know, a lot closer quarters combat. So you can't, with technology you can step back, you can you can make a greater gap, and you're more effective from further away than they are, and you have a huge advantage. And that's what I'm talking about also on the North Korea thing and the these missile attacks, and I think there's things out there that I can almost guarantee there's things out there that would, it scare the hell out of people, but things that can kind of help prevent those things. I don't know. I hope. It's just a theory I have. Maybe I have that theory because it makes me feel better. Maybe it makes me sleep better at night. I don't know, man. But yeah, and but I will tell you, Donald Trump, the amount of money that is blown by the U.S. government awarding these contracts. I'll tell you this thing right now. What is the country that the people are coming in from? Is it from Guatemala? I can't recall right now. I've been watching it. I watched it for a few hours the other day, and I got tired, man. I got sick. I'm like, these people that don't know a damn thing about about international borders and don't know anything about refugees and don't know anything about the purpose of these things that go down really drives me nuts. Um, these people, it's a country that we give millions of dollars of aid to. All right, first of all, we give millions of dollars of aid to this country that just popped up out of the blue. Nobody really, the normal people didn't know that we had relations with this country and helped them with their social uh, their social upbringing. Yeah, Guatemala. Yeah, my honey knows Guatemala, Honduras, Salvador. We give them millions of dollars of aid, and I can guarantee you, because I see it here, I see it everywhere I've been, that aid goes into the pockets of the government officials. Okay, when that Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, those countries that are coming up, that aid goes into the pockets of these government officials that get that money. So Trump, by doing this and saying, no, they are not coming in, we're stopping them, they need to go back and talk to their damn president and ask their president why that international aid is not getting to them. Why it's not helping their police system, why it's not helping the security of those countries, why it's not helping, foreign aid. Oh, I will, bro. Yeah, I'll be home. I'm pretty safe here. I got a lot of security. But this is what I'm talking about. These are the things Trump knows, and Trump may seem like an asshole, but bro, you gotta put your foot down. You gotta say no. These people aren't just coming in here. They're not claiming asylum and coming to our country. That's why we give them aid. That's why there's a program. There's a program set up for everything, man. There's a program. If you're in America and you don't get food and you don't have a job, even if you're it's because of like a crack addiction or crack, you can go and get funding and you can get some money somehow and get some food. There's systems for that, and it's because our government works for the most part properly. And I'm telling you, if people have a trouble, if people have trouble with the American government, you got issues, bro. You have not traveled. You have not gotten out of the USA, and you haven't seen what other countries go through trying to run their government. But the aid we give to these countries, it's not getting to these people. So the only thing you can do is cut off the aid, which to me is completely wrong. You can't do it, or you can have your embassy there, and that's why we have embassies all over the damn world. These embassies, their job is to meet with the government and make them use the money right. But the thing is, we don't give the responsibility to the embassy. We don't give the money to the embassy and tell them to monitor it. No, the embassy gives the money directly to these countries, and we oversee the spending. But they have so many political paperwork things that it goes through. Every country is different. It happens here in Afghanistan all the time. We meet with the U.S. government to settle these contracts, and they work through the embassy. And a lot of the contracts they hand over to the ANA, the Afghan National Army. They hand over to the Afghan embassy, and they give them the money and let them spend it, and they try to watch them. They're trying to let the government learn. Well, guess what they all do? They all make up falsified documents, false paperwork, false. They award contracts to bullshit companies, and they put the money in their pocket, and the Afghan people don't see it, and the warfighter don't see it. That's where, in a complete circle, that money goes from the U.S. government to the Afghan government. It goes in their pocket, and when they're supposed to be beefing up the police and the support system and the security here in Afghanistan, they're putting the money in their fucking pocket. And then the police don't get the money, and then the security stays shitty. So you can't have contractors here working, and you can't have military convoys driving through the city and trying to go do medical convoys and set up medical facilities here in these cities because there's no security. But we're giving money for security. We're giving money to pay these positions, and it's not getting there. And we're giving money to support fuel. Fuel missions and set those things up, and the money goes to their pocket. And it's the same thing in these countries, in Guatemala and Ecuador and Salvador and Honduras. And when we give money to those countries, it goes in the government's pocket, and it doesn't get to the people. And now the people are wanting to come to America, and we say, no, we are supporting you. We're giving money to your country that's not getting to you. So that problem needs to be fixed. And if you want to come, put in your package and and request asylum. That's how you do it. I did the complete packages for my wife and my son, and it cost me about $5,000 a person, and that's why nobody does it. It's expensive. So how is someone that already lives here, and has family members here, maybe has 5 or 6 family members, 5 times 5 is 25,000. How are they supposed to afford $25,000 in green card and Social Security to get your package started for residency? It is expensive and it's difficult too. Luckily, my wife did all of it, and she's just about as legal as thorough as an attorney. But that's my rant on. You got me started on some stuff, Buddy Johnson. I probably lost you. You probably said, "Oh, damn, Crunk's crazy as hell. I'm out of here. I don't want to listen to his shit." But uh, hey, this is how my other channel started. So I gotta sit back and let this channel grow, and we'll get the guys on there. No, 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 not your bad. I enjoyed talking about it, but what I'm saying is, I probably lost a bunch of people, but who cares, man? You're a regular, man. You're always here. So, but no, that's my take on it. I don't know what you think. If you're not busy and you want to type a comment in there, I also have a phone call up, phone number up now, that once the channel gets up, buddy, I will put the phone number out. And you guys that are normals and regulars that want to call in, once we get the channel up to, at least this channel up to a couple hundred of the normal people that I've always had, I'll put that number back out. And I still get calls. I get calls on that phone number. It's a U.S. phone number, 832, just like you're calling Houston, Texas. And I get random. No, it doesn't cost anything. It costs me like $12 a month. It's actually a Skype phone number, and it's free. It's 832-404-3434. And I get phone calls on it from DLA, the government agency. I do all my conference calls on that phone number, and I do my Dallas Cowboys Cowboy Crunk calls on there. And I've got a couple guys that call me regular. Some of them even just call me, "Hey man, did you see this? Did you see?" They just want to talk. I had a guy call the other day from California. I don't want to give people's names out, but he called from California during the game, and he was asking me, "Hey man, what's going on? I can't watch the game because I just punched my TV, and I broke my television." I said, "Damn." I I thought I was a Cowboy fan. The dude punched his damn TV, and it was in the first quarter. When Dak fumbled on 4th and 1, he fumbled on 4th and 1 and lost that fumble. He called me and said, "Hey, just give me updates because I busted my TV." So, I know some of us get a little more crazy than other. I think I'm probably just as serious as him, but when it comes to the game, I'm not punching my damn TV. What time is it here? It's 7:25. And I will post a video over on the other channel, buddy. I'm going to be over at Kaya, Camp Kaya today, which is on the other side of the Kabul International Airport. That's where I'm at. I'm actually inside the airport, which I said is really safe. I'll be on the opposite side, which is the military side. I'll be over there, and I'll do a video today from one of the restaurants there that the soldiers and the troops and the other contractors hang out at. We'll go over there, and I'll do some shopping and pick up some things and grab a pizza. They got Burger King, Pizza Hut there, and some few other off-brand Afghani restaurants. But it's 7:25 here. So where you at, by the way? I know we've talked quite a bit. I don't know if I've ever asked you. I've got guys on here, a lot of guys from Tennessee, which is really odd. We're going to be at the draft there in May, with Mark Holmes and his group, and I think E2 Blue and all those guys. You're in Georgia. Okay, been through there quite a few times. Me and my wife were in Atlanta. One of my schools that I have to go to is in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for 3 weeks for one of the schools, and the other school was at 1 week. Down in, Buckhead, is that what it's called, I believe? The Buckhead area, downtown, kind of. But yeah, was there twice for school. The 3 week school, my wife was there also. And then the 1 week school, she was in Panama still. I didn't bring her for the 1 week school. But Had a good time in Atlanta. Lafayette, Georgia. Okay, yeah, I drove through there. I was driving my 97 Grand Prix GTP, and I was driving to that school, and I was a big NASCAR fan then. I'm driving down, and I see a sign that says Talladega, and I'm like, "You're crazy! There's no way I'm driving past my favorite racetrack," and I'm driving right past. So I jump off the freeway, I drive down the freeway, and I get to Talladega, and the race for Talladega was the next weekend. I was like 10 days ahead of the race, or no, like yeah, about 10 days, and I had that Pontiac Grand Prix. It had Bobby Labonte stickers on it. I stopped and pulled over before I put in and put my Bobby Labonte flag on. And I drive up, and there's a cop out there doing security to let you into the area. And guy's like, "Hey, what's up?" He starts signing his clipboard, and he goes, "Just go straight ahead down, and the entrance to the racetrack is on the left." I'm like, "What? Entrance to the racetrack?" And he thought I was with Bobby Labonte's team. I was there early to like set up their pit area and get do all those things and like receive the equipment in for the race that was in 10 days. And he almost let me on the track. I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're with the Bobby Labonte team, right?" I said, "No, no, 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 no. I just was driving and saw Talladega Speedway and thought I'd come through here." Oh, okay, cool. 2007. Okay, you're about 10 years younger than no 20 years younger than me. Congratulations. Stay young, brother. Um, I'm trying to myself, but it was kind of cool. I went in the museum, went around the Talladega Museum there and checked that out. And really, I guess you're not probably not maybe not a NASCAR fan, but when Dale Earnhardt passed away in that accident, I kind of stopped watching NASCAR. And right around the same thing, time 9/11 happened. So it was a really crazy time for me. I stopped watching NASCAR. 9/11 happened. 9/11 is my birthday. So 9/11 and being over here has really meant a lot to me since all that happened. Oh, Jimmy Johnson. Okay, you do a little. Yeah, you do your NASCAR thing. Um, I don't watch it anymore. I definitely didn't like the fact that they added Toyota. Uh, not. I know that sounds weird. It's like I'm not. It's not like I'm vehicle racist, but I just thought that it was cool that all the cars were American made, and it was kind of like an American type, you know, representation of America, American cars racing. Even though most of the parts, as you guys know now, don't come from, aren't produced. The production line might be in America, but the assembly line might be in America, but most of the production's not done in America anymore. Which maybe some of that's changing. But anyways, like I said, man, reach out, subscribe to the channel. I got 19 followers now. I don't know who they are, but I'm sure it's regulars, and I know it's pretty late. Firebird, we talking about like a Trans Am? It was made by Pontiac. Um, Pontiac. I had a 2003. I had a Pontiac Grand Prix first. That car got totaled in an accident, and man, I did everything I could to keep that car. I didn't have the money to when it got totaled to repurchase it. That car was wicked quick, man, fast, front wheel drive, V6, uh, supercharged, and I had put a lot of money into it. It was quick, but when that car was crashed, I had always loved Pontiac Trans Ams, Firebirds, but they're made by Pontiac, and solid cars, man. Those much better than a Camaro. Always, especially in the '90s, the 2000s. You had a Trans Am, yeah, you were doing much better than the Camaro guys. A lot faster than the Camaros stock, and then they had different wheel wells in the rear, so you could even put bigger tires on a Trans Am or a Firebird than you could in the rear on a Camaro. Um, but I had a 2003 WS6 six-speed um, Trans Am that was, bro. I never seen one that looked better. It was black, had the T-tops. I had silver stripes with the feathers that go down the side. I had the special edition logos. I had custom, really nice custom lightweight rims. And I used to take it to the track when my Grand Prix passed away. I'll say that was my car, my Trans Am, and I actually sunk about 12 grand into it, getting it completely refurbished, everything done on that car, and it was a badass car. Really, really good, good cars, man. Man, my Cowboys people, I thought they would be tuning in. I don't see the normal guys. Um, I guess was the buddy when you opened your Facebook, or not your Facebook, your YouTube, you just happened to see the live stream there and jumped over, or had you subscribed to the channel already and you got a notification? That's the thing. A lot of people don't know about hitting the notification button. If you don't hit that notification button, you won't know when somebody does something. So, but I will post a video over from Kaya military base. I'll show you the military base there inside. The only thing I can't show is like the in-gating process. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, hit the subscribe button, and that way you'll know I will do a live show this weekend to cover the game time, even though the Cowboys aren't playing. If I'll do a live stream during, I'm sure, Washington. We got to watch Washington now. That's we've got to catch them. I'm not concerned about Philly. They're even with us, so we just have to win. If we continue to win, and we need Washington to lose, and we only play them one more time. So we need Washington to lose, and we need us to win. And whatever Philly does, I don't give a damn, because if we're not winning, then it don't matter. So to me, Philly's somewhat out of the picture as far as we need them to lose also, of course. But yeah, I hate when we play a season and we need help. You know what I mean? When you need this team to lose and we hope they win and we hope Seattle beats Washington, and we need the Giants, even though they suck, to beat Philly and all those. I hate doing that. I just wish the season would go, like it did in 2016. We went out, we do straight. It's about like to the point we need to pull the Aaron Rodgers and run the table. So we'll see. Texans putting up some numbers, man. Osweiler is so up and down. I'm watching that now, and he'll make some good passes, but he's aggressive. I will say that. And I think if Dak gets more aggressive, the Cowboys will be more productive. That's the bottom line. More production with his aggressiveness. He might have a few turnovers, but I think eight out of 10 decisions he makes with the ball. Actually, I love every decision he makes. He hasn't made the only bad decision I've seen him make is he holds the ball a little too long, and that kind of lost us that last game with that fumble on the 2 yard line. If that play doesn't happen, I think we win that game, of course. And when his back's against the wall, he plays good. He takes us down and he scores. How many games do we remember when we had a chance that he did something, like that sack fumble touchdown? So Dak's there. He's solid. I just think he needs to be pushed. I think he needs pressure. He plays better under pressure. He plays better with his back against the wall. Oh, Tom, yeah. I'm I'm sorry. I don't know if you watched my video, the one I put out right after the game. That video's had almost 30,000 views, man. 30,000 views on my little chump change channel. but it was a good video. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times myself, and I was pissed. I apologize for the dropping the f bombs and all those things, but sometimes you lose control, man, and you gotta you gotta speak your mind, and I was speaking my mind, and then to go back and watch that snap, that damn snap thing, the infraction was ridiculous. I have no clue, that they said, and you could see the official on another video that I had, you can see the official coming over to Jason Garrett, and Jason Garrett's asking him what the hell's wrong. Yeah, as far as yeah, that's my favorite college team. I do like the Longhorns. I don't, man, and I had one of my jerseys. As you might know, I have a ton of jerseys. I have a closet full of jerseys. Everything from I have a bunch of Jordan jerseys. I have a few LeBron jerseys. I have uh, um, Pete Rose. I have some, what's the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. I have a lot of throwback jerseys because that was big back in the early 2000s when I was buying those in the 90s, and but I had a Vince Young Rose Bowl jersey with the Rose Bowl logo. It was the identical jersey from the game. Um, of course, it was a replica, but I cannot find that jersey. I look for it, man, about once a year. I say, man, I'm gonna look through these boxes and these suitcases and old suitcases I have, and I'm gonna find that damn jersey, and I can't find it. So I don't know what happened to it. Um, it's one of those things. Not like I take it off when I go somewhere, so I don't know where that jersey could have went. But yeah, I'm a um, yeah, it is weird seeing LeBron in the purple and gold. I don't know, man. It doesn't sit well with me either. But I did need a change. I was tired of him being in Cleveland, um, and the thing with him and Irving, and that didn't work out. And Irving wanted to trade, and he wanted to be the number one, and he went to the Celtics. Eh, I don't know. I've been on it. It's so crazy with LeBron. I never been this way. Probably with any other athlete. I think. There's like when he was in Miami, didn't like him. When he was in Cleveland, I liked him. Then at the end, when he was in Miami, I started liking him a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I go back and forth on LeBron. I do know for a fact, even though I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan. And was in sports bars when he retired twice. Cried, sitting in a sports bar crying like a grown baby when Jordan retired. I just I couldn't help it. I followed the dude religiously through college, and anyways, I I I think LeBron as man, not a better basketball player, not a better competitor, but maybe his athleticism is so overwhelming. He probably at times a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. Now, would I take, and now if it's the last 30 seconds of a game or a free throw line or a clutch situation, oh, nobody in the history of sports to me has ever been better than Michael Jordan on the clutch and in the clutch. So yeah, different kind of different players, but I'd rather him be in Houston. Man, yeah, it would have been cool. Are you from Houston, bro? You've mentioned Houston a few times. Um, oh no, I'm sorry, you're in Georgia. Bro, I'm old now. My wife is laughing. If she's still paying attention, she's laughing her ass off because I do that shit all the time. Somebody will tell me something, and 2 minutes later, if it ain't got nothing to do with my work, it just slips my mind for a little bit. You just mentioned Houston quite a few times, so yeah. No, I've been a Rockets fan for a while. That is my basketball team, and then as far as everything else goes, I'm a player. I like players. Uh, Probably one of my favorite. I really liked when the Thunder had their team together, and God dang it. I just was watching the Thunder game earlier. Matter of fact, it was on the other channel. It's probably over by now. But that cat from the Thunder, uh, the man, what's his name? Russell Wilson, not Russell Wilson. Shit, what am I talking about? Russell Wilson for the Thunder. um, the point guard for the Thunder. Well, you know who I'm talking about. That that dude's just off the chain sick. That dude looks like Spider-Man running up down the court. Russell Westbrook. Thank you, bro. I'm sorry. I do keep up with basketball still. Just his name was drawing a blank, and I think because I said Russell Wilson first, and that's what threw me off. Um, that dude, bro, I know he's wild and he's crazy, and I was never an Allen Iverson fan, but watched a lot of Allen Iverson. As being a point guard myself, I was like, man, you can't win in the NBA with the point guard leading your team and having that much responsibility. You just can't. He's got to use his weapons, and he was the weapon, and you can't. I don't think you can win that way, and that's why the Thunder kind of have you know done the same thing. He controls the ball too much. He controls the offense, and you get your players out of rhythm. You have rhythm players, especially shooters, and your shooters they got to have rhythm. They got to get the ball, even if it's for a dribble and a pass, or you pass it over to them, they pass it back, or you pass it around a little bit. And when you shut down the offense like that, and you're the main focus of the offense, it stifles an offense. Shooters got to have rhythm, and they got to get the ball. You got to get a little feel of the ball. You got to get a little touch uh, of the ball every once in a while. But I played as a facilitator. I was a big time passer, and a deep 3-point shooter. That was, but I love the NBA. I still watch it. I'm going to end up watching it a lot this year because just mainly because when football's over, I'm going to need something to keep me busy here. It looks like the Texans might have this wrapped up. They're up by 12. Texans up by 12 with 8 minutes to go, and they're driving down. So, are you watching the game, buddy? This is crazy, dude. It's like we're doing one-on-one Skype chat. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, I actually gotta get up here in a few minutes and get ready. Uh, I have a up armored. Okay, I got an up armored vehicle picking me up and a security team to take me over to the military base. So uh, I will be over there. Like I said, I'll post a video on the regular Crunk channel. I thought this one would like start. I thought I'd bust in on the live show and people would just jump in and start picking it up, but apparently it's not so. Nobody gives a damn. My name on Skype. I don't know what my name is on Skype. My wife handles all that stuff, but that phone number works just the same. My Skype is what the hell is it? Carson M67. Carson M67 is my login, but I don't know if that there's probably a bunch of those. I don't know. But that's my Skype thing. Um, oh, we got an injury on it. Okay, he's up. But yeah, man, I appreciate you jumping in, buddy. I don't know who else out there is watching. I guess it's you and my wife and somebody else. Cowgirl Crunk is out there. But like I said, man, if you're single and you're looking, man, the Latino country, my wife, Panamanian, go down to Panama, go down to Venezuela or whatever, or Brazil, and it's good people all over the world, and you'll meet some different people. But I'm gonna jump up, get ready. I got a driver that's gonna be here in about an hour to pick me up. So yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, no problem, bro. Um, Take care, man, and I'll be live again tomorrow. I guess what I have to do is start doing some live shows and get this channel built up. My other channel won't be back up till December or January. So by the time I get home in December, I'll be doing the live streams from home, like I said, where I got the better video capability and better internet and better microphone and all that stuff. Uh, and we'll do the live shows there with Cowgirl Crunk and what's my cat's name? Uh, Kitty Cat Crunk. I don't know what Nappy Crunk. I don't know what my wife. I guess she needs to give him a YouTube handle. But anyways, take care, buddy. I'm gonna log out and get this thing posted, and hopefully some people will subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. And I will be posting some videos over on the other channel today. So take care, bro. I appreciate it. Peace out. And how do you stop this? Oh, I gotta stop it on the camera.